Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Hi Rhoda, I came to you because you were highly recommended by a friend who looks flawless and her complexion just glowed. And I have a serious problem with matching my skin tone, and hers was impeccable. So I would really like to know more about your products
Okay.
and what you do, and I would love for you to enhance me with your product line.
Oh, thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do for a living? I love supporting professional women. Tell me a little bit, what do you do for a living?
Okay, well, I do coaching.
Perfect.
I'm an artistic person, but I have clients and I do coaching with other artists. So I am doing a lot of online videos right now.
Okay.
And I want to look polished. I want to look not really so much reputable as just somebody that they're going to look at that looks confident, and so that they will definitely want to become clients for the ones that are not clients yet.
Awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you for trusting.
So.
Well, let's get started. I'm going to start you off with a BB cream to be a primer for you. I know you're going to love the foundation match. Both of these are 90% organic, so it'll respect any sensitivity that you have. Start with BB cream. Little goes a long way. And what BB cream is, in case you're not familiar, it is a hybrid of a primer, a serum, and moisturizer. And I like using that under the foundation because it doesn't clog pores like a lot of, sometimes primers can do that, not all of them, based on their ingredients. This is giving your skin a little bit more nutrition. I'm just using a brush to give you the sheerest and the most even application of it. It also has sunscreen in it, which is nice for the spring and summer exposure to sun. So that's all over your face. We're just getting your canvas all the same shade. Now from there, I'm going to go right into the foundation. And I know you're going to be pleased with it because it is, it's going to match your skin beautifully. Yeah, you're going to love it. The reason why you want to go nice, long, downward strokes, with skincare you go up and in circles. But with foundation, we have a little tiny peach fuzz on the face, and that lays down the skin so it looks smoother. The foundation also has total UVA and UVB protection in it. And it's a mineral-based botanical formula. We don't have parabens or it's not tested on animals, and there's no other toxic ingredients like fragrance in it. I'm doing your concealer last underneath your eyes. I am going to put a little on the lid, and that's just because the eyeshadow that we'll put on will drop down into that area, and this way you don't have to take it off to put it back. So now that we have your skin matching you to perfection, if I might add, I'm going to stipple in some areas where you need just a little bit more. And based on what you were telling me, I want to direct you into a business casual look that will honor your creative side and your coaching, so that you have this wonderful polished presence with your clients that's also authentic to you.
Exactly. And I have to tell you that just the feel of the makeup so far feels wonderful, and I feel like I'm hydrated, because a lot of times with the makeup that I use, my skin feels very dry, and trying to apply it has been much more difficult.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that.
Yes, I like the way that it just flowed on very, very easily.
Thank you. I'm patting it with a sponge because we live in a dry climate. This isn't all across the country, but there are dry climates in the United States, and I feel like if you put on powder in a dry climate, it's going to make you feel dry. It's going to look uncomfortable, but it's also going to accentuate, if you have dry skin, it's going to accentuate that. So I like to press, and that's why I use an oil-free foundation. Believe it or not, it works for all skin types, because you don't want to try to get your moisturizer from your foundation. What we found during the day is you start to get this, it starts to break up.
Yes.
The oils in the foundation merge with the oils in the body temperature of the skin, and your foundation starts to turn color.
Exactly, I've had
and
that.
So, yeah, that's why I do an oil-free, so you don't have to worry about turning into something else during the middle of the day. So now, I'm going to put a teeny bit of concealer on your eyelid just to give you a little bit of an eyeshadow base. And I'm applying it with a foundation brush just so that it's faster. You can use a concealer brush, it's smaller. I find that larger brushes cover a larger area and give you a more sheer finish. So now we have your concealer over your lip. And then we're going to jump right into brows. Brows frame the face, and I just have to tell you, I love, love, love your hair color. It's perfect for your skin tone. It honors you, it flatters you, it's beautiful. I'm going to match your gorgeous hair color in the brow color that I'll be placing for you. I'm just lifting both of your brows and brushing them up. So what we found is when you brush the eyebrows up, it makes the eyes look bigger. And then that way we can feather in your eyebrow color. So I'm working out of the Warm kit. And when I designed these kits, I wanted to make sure that your brow color is inside the kit, so you don't have to do a separate product. And the way we're able to do that is just by changing brushes to have a lot of versatility. So to mimic that beautiful copper that's in your hair, I'm going to do these two colors and these two. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, I don't know what you would call it. I call this in paprika. A little bit of a soft brown and a dark brown. All four of those so that we mimic your brow color or your hair color. I'm going to lift your brows and take the angle brush and do a baseline underneath. And then I'm going to come out of that baseline with vertical strokes. So you have this really pretty soft copper brow that looks natural. And we're just filling in the little spaces. And by feathering in with a matte shadow as opposed to the pencil, the other thing that you don't have happening, sometimes what I've seen a lot in the summer is because pencils are wax based, you can be out in the heat and your brow color will start to melt on you. So that's why I prefer the softness of the shadow, but I also don't want that to happen, because that would be terrible if you're outside meeting with somebody. Yes. So again, I'm going to go, you can see the difference. It's absolutely beautiful. We've covered up the soft black with this beautiful combination of these two coppers and the two browns. Turn just a teeny bit for me. Again, I'm going to place your brow color underneath with an angle brush. And it looks like a crazy horizontal line. And then from there, I'm going to pull out of that line with vertical strokes. We're filling in your brows to make them look a little fuller, which is also going to make them look softer, believe it or not. And we're also coloring your brows at the same time. making them more of a copper. Now what I'm going to do is go back and brush so you don't see that hard line. Your tools are so important. I am, like all makeup artists, having the right tools makes the job so much faster and the end result so much smoother and long wearing too. So you have a beautiful full brow that's soft now. Wow, wow, wow. So now we're going to go into color. For business casual, we can be a little playful with that, which is going to be a lot of fun. I do want to tell you, this is exciting to me because I'm over 40.
Me too.
Oh, good. Okay. All of the eyeshadows intentionally have manganese in them. It's a mineral, and what that mineral does as we age, you know how you get crepey lids?
Yes.
The manganese actually helps to reduce the crepiness and keeps it from coming, so it prevents it. It reduces it and prevents it, which is kind of cool. So we can have smooth eyelids like we once had.
That's nice because that was one of my concerns. So you've just answered it without me having to ask.
Yay! The other thing is, as we age, shimmer shadows accentuate that crepiness. Most of the shadows that I have are matte. I do have 2 shimmer accents in there that are for evening that you place on top of the matte, but you really have to be careful over 40 doing a shimmer shadow because it will do that. Have you close. I'm going to wash the lid. This is just a matte, call it like a butterscotch. It's not the white that we used to work with, but it's going to tone in beautifully with your gorgeous skin tone. Taking down the shadow. It's a pretty soft, like a butterscotchy color. And when you have a warm complexion, it just lands very neutral, like all of the other colors will also. You'll notice that when we have you peek in the mirror with the brows, it doesn't look like the copper that you might be thinking. It's very soft and neutral looking. Brush the excess off. Next, I'm going to go into a little bit of a contour on the corner. Whoops, let me smooth out the lash line there. There we go. I'm going to do a little bit of contour on the color. Now here's the fun part about these kits. These colors are interchangeable, so you can use the blushes as eyeshadow too if you chose to do that. I'm going to take a little bit of this copper and mix it. I encourage mixing because you get a softer read whenever you mix. You wouldn't think so. You'd think you'd get harder. I'm going to take a teeny bit and place that right on the outside corner, and boy, is this going to be yummy with your hair color. It's going to be exquisite. Doing an abstract C, if you will, or actually V on the corner. A lot of women try to do a crease, and most women do not have a crease, and so this will give you the contouring without the weirdness of the line trying to create that in the center. We found that only a very small number of women actually have a crease. So I'm using a crease brush, and I'm just placing that right in the outer contour of the eye. And where you also want to make sure this color lands. So when you open your eye, this part is you want your dark to be the backdrop of the light, and you want the light to be the backdrop of your actual eye color. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like yin and yang, if you will, playing with light and dark for daytime, business casual. And what's going to really make a huge, beautiful difference is we're going to put those 2 colors underneath your eye as your liner, and it's going to make your eye pull more copper just like your hair. So have you look straight up. Right now your eyes are brown, but it's amazing what color does around the eyes. And putting that right underneath with the crease brush as your liner, and it's going to move your eyes to be a little bit more golden once you start to look into the, have you looked at? Yeah, really warms your eye. Have you close? Just a spot here. Okay. So now, last but not least, I want to put a little bit of an accent color there. I'm going to use a little bit of this chocolate brown using the crease brush, just placing that as a tiny little triangle right on top of that. It's a matte chocolate brown, a small triangle on top of the larger. So in other words, it's your transition color. When we put your liner on, it won't be so abrupt. Turn just a teeny. And I'm putting, again, just a little triangle on the corner, as close to the lash line as possible. So it's a transition from your liner to your eyeshadow. Maybe open. Wow, just looks elegant on you. We're not going to do any heavy liner underneath. I do want to take you into a surprise. I don't want you to run out of the room.
Okay.
So I don't like to put black liner on Women for Business because it's just too dark. I'm going to put an emerald on you. It's actually one of the most expensive colors to make in the cosmetic industry. It's teal. Oh, goody!
I love emerald. That's my
Teal
color.
is it's such a rare animal.
Yeah, that's a beautiful
bird.
shade.
Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to look loud. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to take it and put it underneath your eye. Have you look down for me, but don't close. We're going to sketch it under. We're going to put it right into your lashes. So you're going to get the vibrancy of that color near your eyes, but it's not going to take over. Like it would if we put it on top of the lashes. Have you look in that camera? You could just see a hint of color. It doesn't look like, hi, I've got on teal liner, and that's why I'm tucking it underneath.
Exactly.
Look down and turn for me. Have you look up again? And look down a little. Okay, so I'm just sketching that right into your lashes. It can go on the waterline. It's a cold pencil. It's designed to do that. But what the teal does, just like what navy will do or purple will do, is it'll make the whites of the eyes look even whiter, which is what you want for business. It really makes your eyes pop. Now,
Tearing a little bit.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, it's just
Okay,
Mhm.
let me give you a tissue. I had one here. Here we go. I'd cry too if I was as pretty as you.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna dab. There are no mistakes in makeup. You can always fix it. The other thing I want to say about the foundation, I don't know if this is your deal, but it certainly is mine. When you have hot flashes, a lot of times when you put foundation on,
Yes.
especially if it has moisture in it, it's going to give you total meltdown and
It
you'll
does.
lose your foundation.
Yes.
With this foundation, you can have a hot flash. I get full on, just like somebody threw a bucket of water
Yes,
on me.
I've had that
It
too.
doesn't move the foundation.
That's lovely.
Yeah, just wanted to say that because I know that's a big thing now that we're in the summer.
Yes.
So now what I want to do, that cold pencil, because it's underneath the eye, it did not bleed down because we sketched into your lashes. But the other thing is you don't want to cold pencil on the eye in the summertime because of the heat and it'll melt down. So what we're going to do for liner, this is one of my favorite brushes. It's a flat eyeliner brush. I'm going to take eyeliner sealer. All of these products are my line. And I'm going to put a teeny bit in the well. And I'm going to go back into the chocolate brown and pick up that color. And now what it does is it transforms this matte shadow into a waterproof eyeliner.
Lovely.
And so we're sandwiching your lashes with liner. Lean up for me just a little bit. Have you close. The thing that is so nice about this flat eyeliner brush is it's super, super tight. So you can get a very tight conservative liner, really super thin. You don't really need to go thick since you have the liner underneath. Not unless you're creating like a fashion thing like an Audrey Hepburn look. but for casual it can be just, you want it to be minimal. You'll love this waterproof set. I mean, you can cry, you can, we call it emotion proof, which is nice. Just taking that across. I picked up a lot of powder and I didn't blend it out before I, okay. I wonder why it was skipping like that. Let's go back a little bit more. Just make a dot there. This is great because you could even go swimming or take a nap or whatever. I don't recommend you sleep in your makeup, but if you came home, took a little nap, you wouldn't have to worry about your makeup. There we go. I don't know if this is, okay. Now I'm mixing it up, okay. It was getting a little gritty because I had too much the wet product and not enough. Now I can put your liner in place. Okay. And I'm wedging it for you. I like this little Demure cat eye. In France, they call it the flick. Parisian women like the demureness of it. So it's just a little lift at the end. Where we're lifting it, we're actually just kind of wedging that liner to give you a flick. And I have you open and I'll brush out the extra. It's just a little, got carried away with too much of the liquid. I love that product and have to calm down. I get so excited about it. Much better. I hadn't blended it out like I needed it to. Oh, sorry. Okay, now have you open? Yes. Now, I'm a really big advocate after 40, no liner underneath, because it makes us look even older. Have you open? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to take a teeny bit of the eyeshadow. I'll do this on myself sometimes. Sometimes when you're doing that line on top, it can be look a little sketchy because we're doing sketching strokes. I'm just going over that center part with the light color. It's a common thing that a lot of makeup artists will do. I'm not doing any contouring or highlighting because two things, it's out of style and it's just not seasonal. It may come back in the fall. I did not see it in the trend reports, but we always get surprises. So now we're going to go into your mascara and then I'll put your concealer on. Okay. So for mascara, you want to make sure that you don't pump your brush because it'll push air into there. So take your wand and roll it around in there. And then I'm a pumper. I have to tell myself that out loud. You go like this. Colorado, it dries so much faster. Have you looked down but don't close. What we're going to do is curl your lashes and volumize with this zigzag application. We push and zigzag at the base of your lashes all the way across your lid, and then turn your brush, come in the middle of the lashes to lengthen. Sorry. Oh, that's okay. You need a tissue? Oh, sorry about
I'm
that.
sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's the lights a little bit. My eyes are very sensitive to light.
I am too. I am sorry. And the mascara is also motion proof.
That's nice. I hate to see women with crying mascara.
Or like if you have a hot flash.
Oh yes, that's the worst.
Have you look down again, but don't close. And I'll be a little, I won't go as, I'll slow down on the zigzag. because I know I have sensitive eyes, and that kind of pressure can do that to me too. Is that better for you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. My apologies. We really are creating this beautiful, beautiful curl. Wow. Have you got it again? No worries. Have you look straight up? I promise you, we were in the stretch and we wanted to look into the light so much. Oh, you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
So now we get to do concealer. I have to tell you, a lot of women have dark shadows, and you're one of the few women. It's like you have hardly any.
You don't think, see, I always think that I have horrible shadows, and that was another one of my concerns, was that.
No, they're very slight. Taking a teeny bit of the concealer. I'm gonna make a smile. And place that right up to the liner underneath the eye, but also it cleans up the shadow on the corner. You don't want the shadow on the corner to go further down than the direction of the eyelid, or it'll pull the eye down, but just a little bit. And I found by using a foundation brush, you don't use too much, and you can put on, I do have a concealer brush, but have you lean up just a little bit for me and have you look up. Less is more. Make sure you make the smile. There's that shadow that went too far down, and we're just picking it up, going underneath the eyes. Yay. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. And what I'm so excited about is putting you into lipstick, because I know you like your blue reds, and this is going to be so exciting for you. Oh my God,
I get a little nervous.
Exciting. I know you're nervous because you like to wear the jewel tones, and I'm pulling you out of your comfort zone, but wait till you see. So we'll go into lips. So you are, look how blushed you are. You have a natural lip liner. I'm gonna put the lipstick liner on just because the lipstick tends to bleed out in the heat, and this will keep it from going outside the lines, but it's not because you need the liner. You're blessed. It's like it looks like you have lip liner tattooed. It's so pretty. But this is just to keep it from bleeding out, because sometimes when we're talking, that moisture will do that. Okay, now I want to take the edge off of that because I don't want it to look like, hi, I've got a lip liner. So I started with a darker lip liner, and I'm pulling out from it with a rust lip liner. So when we put the lipstick on, you don't see the liner and the lipstick, if that makes sense. Pulling out from that. It also can give you just a beautiful ombre lip too, which is what you have naturally. Okay, I'm super excited about the lip because I know you like the blue reds.
Yes, I mean, it's really funny because I will alternate between blue reds or very neutral.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. So this color is this really pretty peach. Halle Berry, when she used to have her short hair and everything, this was the color that I dreamed of. It's that really pretty peach that I always used to see her wear. And it's really hard to find because you see so much mauve, you see so much of the bluish base colors, but this particular palette that I'm putting on you, I had the most fun creating because you don't see a lot of the warm palette. You may see pieces of it in the summer, but you won't see like a color coordinated palette in the warm. You always see the pinks and the reds and the mauve colors. But this is really going to be extraordinarily different for you, which I'm excited about. Oh my God, if you could see this lip color on you. Okay, now don't run out of the room. We're going to put this beautiful orange on top. One word, wow. And remember, lip gloss for business is just subtle. It's not, you don't want it to be too much because then it looks like you're going to a party. But you want it there for moisture. Oh my goodness, is this beautiful with your skin tone, your eyes, your hair. Ah, a little bit of lipstick on your face. I'll have to get that off. This is exceptional on you. I just have to tell you, it is exceptional. I know it's different. I can't wait for you to see it in just a second when we wardrobe you. Oh gosh, this is exciting. Okay, I'm gonna match your lipstick, your blush to your lipstick. Every lipstick has a matching color, but I'm gonna do 3 complete different colors, just like that. And because it's business casual, there are 3 different ways to blush: on the apple of the cheek, on the cheekbone, and underneath. Yours is business casual, so it's the apple of the cheek. So have you smile. And you're just gonna place that. Have you smile? You're so cute when you smile. Right on the apple of the cheek. Stops right at the hairline. So it kind of does like this sideways teardrops. Sideways teardrops, if you will. So you smile, you put it right on the apple of the cheek. So you don't take it all the way back. That's if you're wearing a business suit, and that's higher on the cheekbone and it starts further back. Holy, holy, holy goodness. Look at how beautiful this is. So now I'm gonna have you change into the outfit that I'm styling you for your coaching calls. Okay. We're gonna come back and I'll also put a statement piece of jewelry on you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
So now we're back. Melody stepped off camera to put on this palette that is so different for her because she's used to duotones. And I think we'll all agree how amazing this looks on her. I want to add some final touches to the whole look that I've styled her in with statement jewelry, and you'll see how that finishes her look. And you don't want to forget the earrings. Now this is something that some women have. I'm putting clip-on earrings on Melody. She has one ear that's pierced and one ear that's not, but some of us, our earlobes, have gotten stretched out from over the years. But look at how that finishes her. How do you feel?
I feel wonderful, elegant, refreshed. I don't feel like I'm wearing heavy makeup or makeup at all. It feels very, very natural. So I feel like I'm glowing from the inside out.
Oh, I'm so excited. I want you to stand up so everybody can see the shoes and the pants that I put on her. So this is a great business casual look to do where you're all put together. I even put nail polish on her, but everything is styled so it's put together, and it really elevates her full business presence. Thank you for the
it's
outfits.
fun.
Oh,
that's the other thing
goody.
too. I was gonna say it's a fun outfit where you still look stylish, you still look professional, but it also shows out my artistic edge, which I think is fabulous.
Oh, I'm glad,
So
because
thank
I
you
wanted
for-
it to be very creative.
Yes,
Yes.
helping me pick out the outfit and the shoes and the jewelry. It just, I feel like one big polished piece.
Wonderful. It was an honor to support
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations
Thank
with your
you.
business.